Hey everyone, Prof Sales coming at you with a video, and today's video is about how to use eBay's bulk edit tool to basically function as a repricer for your listings. Now, I know a lot of you are probably saying, wait a minute, eBay doesn't have a repricer. And technically that's true, but by using the bulk listing tool and making bulk edits, you can basically make it function as a repricer of sorts. You're just going to have to go in and initiate it. So I thought I would take some time to show you how I do it, and maybe you can use these tips to implement in your own business and allow you to go in and reprice your items so you can keep your items moving throughout your sales funnel and just keep getting those dollars flowing in so items don't sit around and become stale. So the first thing is I have the eBay Seller Hub up here, as you can see, and I notice here in my listing section that I have some unsold ended listings. I have 3 of them. So those are the 3 that we're going to focus on. I'm going to go ahead and relist those and basically edit the price of those right here in this video. So let's go to those first. So we're going to select it. We're going to click on it, and we're going to see here that I have 3 listings for 3 pair of jeans here, some Coogis, some Joes, and Rock Republic, that basically they just ended, and you can see here their status is not relisted. Now, it just happens that all 3 of these are for $17, but it really wouldn't matter what price they were, and it really wouldn't matter how many there were. You can use this function basically to reprice as many items as you want at one time. So it just happens that I have 3 that are in it right now. And as you can see, one of these jeans had a bunch of watchers, and they all had some views, but none of them sold. They were all listed around the same date. You can see with my custom SKU numbers here and so on. So I'm going to go ahead and relist those. So first we're going to select all 3 at once, and we're going to go ahead and do relist. And it's going to spin for a moment. And now this screen is going to pop up all kinds of information about your listings. Basically right here, you can go in and you can see everything about these 3 items that you did. Like for instance, I see I have 7 photos of this one, 6 and 6 here, a quantity of 1 on each item, the buy it now price of $17. The actual item specifics are here, which you can go in and you can edit all this as you want, if you want it as well. And you could go into each item individually and change things, but it's just easier if you can bulk edit here. I have the same shipping on all, $6.50 padded flat rate, and immediate payment, and so on. But what I want to do is actually go in and reprice these 3 items. I'm happy with the listings. I'm happy with the description, the photos, all that. I don't want to make any changes to any of that. I just want to go in and basically I'm going to price these down so that hopefully I can sell them. So I'm going to go ahead and select all again, and we're going to go to edit fields, and then you can see there's lots of options you can change here. You could change your condition on all 3, you could change the description, the start time, whatever you really want. I mean, it's a great tool for just basically making changes to your listings in bulk. But we want to change the price. So I'm going to select price, and it's going to come up with some options here, and I'm going to actually go into the buy it now price, and instead of no change, I'm going to do a change. And you have options here to change to, increase by, or decrease by. So you could just make these all the same price if you want. You could change to, but I just want to decrease by. And you have some options here as well. You can do an amount or a percent. So for instance, you could go in and change a bunch of items to, hey, I want to drop all these items prices by 5%. But I like to do amount. It doesn't matter. It's just whatever really works for you. I'm going to change it to 0.50, which means 50 cents. Now make sure you put the decimal, because otherwise it's going to think you want to put $50, which is not the case. But it also has a cool feature over here that says don't go below. So for instance, let's say I don't want to sell any of my pairs of jeans for less than $13. I can put $13 in here, and that way If the jeans are already at a price where taking them under or taking them down another 50 cents would drop them below 13, it won't allow it. So that's a good safety valve in case you're worried about pricing your items too low, and especially works well when you have a lot of similar items like I do, like a lot of jeans for instance, but it can be used for any type of item really. All right, now I'm going to save and close. It's going to take a moment to think about all that. And now you see that basically what's happened here is it's ready to go, and you can see now the new price, $16.50. Remember, they were all at 17, so it's changed all three. Now I could go in and do more bulk edits here if I wanted. I could just go back and select, everything again and edit fields and so on. But I don't really want to do that now. I'm ready to continue. So I could save and continue later, but I'm ready to just go ahead and get these relisted. So I'm going to hit submit all. It's going to ask me one more time if I really want to do this. You see there's no fees because these are all still within my free listings each month for my store. And confirm and submit. And it says it'll take a few minutes, but oh, there's a system problem. Please click OK and try again later. Wow. All right, let's try again right now later. All right, let's relist. I'm going to replace the listings with the ones I got here just to make sure there was no issue. That happens occasionally when you're doing bulk edits. But I'm going to go back in, edit fields, and you can see how quick this is when you know exactly what you want to do. And I'm just going to do save and close. Let's see if it works now. And 103, 103. Oh, success. There we go. So I don't know why there was a system error, but that just goes to show you eBay has glitches occasionally. But that's really all there is to it. And now we see that these three are still going to be here in your ended listings. But it says, you can see for now, relist status relisted, and it will change the price. You won't see the price change right away, but it will change after you do this. It takes a moment or two for eBay's system to go in and update. So that's a quick and easy way basically to use the bulk listing tool, or relisting tool in this case, to go in and basically function as a repricer. By the way, you don't have to have ended listings to do this. You can do this on active listings as well. I like to do ended listings because the reason is I set my listings to expire after 30 days. So I know that if a listing has ended, that it has been at that price for at least 30 days. So I like to go ahead and notch it down, in this case 50 cents, and try to get a sale at the slightly lower price the next month. And the next month, when that item falls back out again, I can lower another 50 cents. And there's nothing magic about 50 cents. It could be any amount you wanted. It could have been a percentage, as you saw on the previous screen. But you can use, that's the great thing about this, you can come up with whatever system you want and just continually use it over and over to basically keep repricing your items as you go. And that way, hopefully, I know sometimes you probably are going to have items at a price that you think is right, and maybe you don't need to change them. You're just going to keep relisting them. You could do that too. You could mix and match. You could choose some. You could relist all, but you could choose some that you want to reprice and some that you don't in that screen. That would have been fine as well. I could have chose to reprice 2 of them and just relist 1 of them if I felt like the price was right. Whatever you want to do. So it's a great tool. Definitely check out the bulk listing tool, and you can use it as a repricer for your eBay items so that you can hopefully move your inventory and keep those dollars flowing in your business. All right, so that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope it was helpful. I hope you learned something. If you did, please leave me a comment down below or a question. I try to answer all of them. Also, hit the like button. It lets me know I did a good job. It lets YouTube know I did a good job. And consider subscribing to Prof Sales so that you get every video when they come out, helpful videos like this one, and you don't have to go searching for them. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this time. And as always, this is Prof Sales saying good sales to you.